Well, hi guys, Emma again. Welcome back to the shop. This is just a quick stuff I've picked up this last few weeks video to catch up on workshop editions and barn editions and library editions, all that sort of stuff. The first thing that I picked up was probably 3 months ago. I bought this on eBay in Poland and I've been waiting earnestly for it to get here. When it arrives, it's a little bit rough, but it's a good start and I didn't pay a whole lot for it. It's a Ringfutter, I think is probably the German pronunciation. It's a genuine Lorch kit. In the book it's a number 9A collet set. It consists of a bush that goes on the spindle, like so, and a set of ring chucks, which are basically collets to fit this machine, with a taper on the inside that mates with this taper to expand them. So when they were new, they were an excellent precision tool for holding ring work. If you wanted to machine the outside of a washer or a ring or a collar, just put that on and do him up tight. A fantastic thing for that sort of work. They've had a pretty rough life, so I'm guessing that they could be dressed up quite a lot, and probably if push come to shove they could be all machined down one size. That'll be a future project and I'm still thinking about that. They're sort of usable as they are. Have a look, they've got a bit of, that one's got a bit of wobble on it, but it's a double up. We have 5 of these in the set. There's a 1, 2, 3 and 4, and these are reasonably good. They're in 0.2 of a millimetre sizes. This is an extra number 3 that come with it. I was thinking I was buying a complete set with 5 in it, but they're a bit hard to read, and this one is a number 3 as well, which is the same as this number 3 that's had the outside, I think the outside one machined off. So they are a bit rough. I'm thinking probably we could clamp a ring on the outside and machine them all up nice and true, at least face them all off. That's something that's probably worth messing around and doing. But they're fairly rare, and to find a Lorch set, especially in 12.5mm spindle size, is pretty impossible. So there's quite a list of things that I've been looking for with F Lorch written on them. Center sets or some dead centers and a live center are on the list, and this was a set of things too. There's also an internal set that I'd like, but they don't turn up very often, and I was glad to get these, and I reckon they can be dressed up okay. So any comments or thoughts or insight on how to do that would be gratefully accepted. Another thing that I picked up on eBay very cheaply was this little bezel scroll chuck. I was thinking that this was like the Deckel one from Germany and a couple of others that I've seen. and the smaller version that I have already, in that the drawers would be replaced or reversible, but these aren't. I've only got an external set of drawers, and it's had this arm put on it at some point for use on a grinding machine or something. So there's a quick release mechanism. But apart from that, it sort of seems pretty true and pretty neat, and it would clean up okay. So that was the right price. I think I paid like 40 bucks for it. Ideally, if it had a set of internal or inside drawers, this little chuck would be really nice for this, and I would still like something similar for this machine. These bezel scroll chucks are nice and easy to get tight, and easy to use and quick, and they're usually mostly nicely well made. This one is Good Old Pratt, which was a hardware brand in America and is hardly synonymous, I guess, with top quality machinery, but it seems to be a nice little chuck, and we'll put that in the box and have a think about that. I doubt any drawers will turn up, but if they do, I'd certainly put this on the lathe. Otherwise I might just give it a clean up and see if I can flip it or swap it or something. So that's another thing that I've found recently. The other thing I've picked up is a couple of nice books, and I buy these if they're cheap or if they're given to me, and this one was by a local picker guy. Really pleased to have it. It's been in the rain at a yard sale and a bit unhappy about that, but not much you can do. I've got the book. If we have a look at the cover, which is a bit faded, the Champion Blower and Forge Company, number 44, catalogue 1922, and it shows mostly blacksmith forges that we're probably all reasonably familiar with. A huge range of them, but as we go on, things that Champion made, the drill presses, big and small and tiny and huge. It's a pretty little machine. Through to arbor presses and workshop machinery, power hacksaws, tyre benders and axle shrinkers, taps and dies, threading machine there, and of course lathes, the 16-inch lathe or a 13. There is quite a range of machines, a 10 and a smaller one. Bench grinders. That's a nice book to have, nice catalogue. If Jim's watching this, thanks for picking that up for me. The other one I bought is the Dean Smith and Grace catalogue from 1901. Dean Smith and Grace were pretty nice gear, really, from the UK. Some guys tell you that they're still sort of as good as you can get as far as machine tools go, and I think they're still going. But this is a 1901 catalogue, complete with prices, price free on board or loaded on the ship, £66. 63 pounds with a straight bed rather than a gap. An extra per foot of bed is £1.10. So for 70 quid, that looks like a pretty nice machine. But in 1901 that was a different story. And a 6.5-inch lathe. and bigger ones. Right up to this one's 28-inch centre lathe, which is 56 inches swing. Some big machines. We'll quote especially, it says, and no actual price, but I bet getting it to Australia would have been expensive. And I've seen these cut up, big machines like this. I remember going to a yard sale with my dad, and there'd been a big lathe like this there, and they cut in 3 bits to load it on the truck with scrap. That was the sort of price it went for. So that's a bit sad. But lots of nice machines in there. Nice book to have. And also nice fold out leaflets. When I first bought this I thought it was a reprint, because it is in really good condition, but it's not. It's all handwritten here. The beautiful airbrush work, ink work on photographs. A big horizontal borer there, and an even bigger one. And a twin, even bigger. A radial drilling machine, which isn't small. The bed plate's a strong section. It's 8'6" of long and 3 foot wide. So anyway, there's some books I've picked up. Thought you might be interested. This is just a quick video. I'm sort of packing to go away, but I'll post this up for later in the week. And thanks for watching, guys, and more soon.